you're just gonna get my hand on this side and you're not gonna be able to see anything. I might be able to get like a little one here so then you guys can look in from the side, but that's something for me to worry about, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm pulling this one out slowly because I want to make sure that it stays for the entire angle that I need it to. But it looks like we'll have about a ½ inch. We need to leave ½ inch free. I did not leave ½ inch free, but I left some of it free so there's room for me to sew it down and baste it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin it down real quick. I want to make sure it lays flat. I think this one is going to allow me to do it on the seam allowance because some of them aren't. So I'm just pinning down one side so that way it stays in place. And because I have this extra wide boning, it was supposed to be a ½ inch wide boning, but I ended up getting something much larger on accident and I never made the return. And then I realized that I ordered too wide of a flat boning and that I was probably going to need it to be larger. No, this is not going to let me do it like that. So I'm going to have to lay it flat and there's going to be a seam on the outside. You'll see, like, see the silver? It's going to be along this. So there's going to be one seam just slightly off on every single one, but that's okay. I would rather have it be functional than be mad that there's just one seam that's visible on the lining. This will be facing me. It will be on my skin. It will not be out toward the other people, so it'll look fine. I feel like I say that a lot where I'm just like, it'll be fine. I'm not doing it right, but it'll be fine. And that's usually what happens when you try to do cosplays that you're not entirely prepared to do. I did research only after I bought everything. So I found out, number one, that this pattern is a nightmare apparently. So I'm super nervous. I'm just like, I think it'll look really good when I'm done sewing it, but will the fit be nice? I don't know. And if you want reference, I'm currently doing pattern 7398. I wrote my little things on the side because that's my little hack is that I write the pieces that I need on the outside. And I went and I found a video, and I think it was by Fierce Kittens, I think was the name of the YouTuber. And she said like she'd rather cut off her hands with a serrated blade or something like that. That is exceptionally violent. I'm sorry, but she did genuinely say like she'd rather do that than use this pattern again. And I'm just like, that does not spell good news for me. And then at the start of the thing, after I'd already cut out all my pieces, she was just like, make sure that you do this when you're drafting and like modify the pattern this way, otherwise you're gonna really regret it. And I'm just like, great, I've already started sewing pieces together and they're all cut, and I've applied the interfacing and now I can't do it. So I'm just like, okay, here's hoping. I'm not too good, like I said, I'm just not too concerned about it, because if I even make the boning even like remotely correct, I will be happy. I'm gonna pull this closer toward me because I lean in and it hurts my back after so long, especially when we're doing it so often. I love making corsets. I think that I'm gonna really enjoy it once I get the hang of it. I've never made one before because I was so intimidated, and I never found the boning in stores. And lo and behold, it's because they're not in stores. They're on like online corset shops more often. They don't have it at Joann's or Michael's or Fabric Town. I like trying to figure out how to do like under boob corsets, like the underwire bras. Oh, okay. I'm not sure where I stand on that. I've never done one yet. I wanted to do a swimsuit. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I always like to ask, and I have gotten basically radio silence back on it. But I'm doing 4 cosplays this month, and they're gonna be like really kind of simple, mid-tier kind of cosplays. And I have the bunny suit. I've been doing the maid uniform. Last night we worked on the apron for 5 hours. I'm thinking I'm gonna make a Regency gown, and then I don't have a 4th one for the month. So I'm thinking, well, why don't we do a kimono? But I was also wondering, well, I came up with a good one just now, a swimsuit, because I've never done a swimsuit before. But I feel like maybe, I'm not sure which, I'm kind of iffy on both, because wearing a swimsuit on stream and saying it's a costume, I don't know, I just think it's kind of weird. Unless I do it based off of a character, like for example, I wanted to make, this is bad, but I wanted to make Audrey's swimsuit from Honey Pop. It's this really pretty like white and blue ruffle one. And I thought it was really cute, and I wanted to make that, but I don't think I could wear that on stream, number one, and number two, a lot of people say like they don't like Halloween, or they say Halloween is basically just lingerie with a pair of cat ears. I think I'm quoting Mean Girls. So I'm just like, do I really want to do a swimsuit for Halloween? Because I feel like that's just continuing to follow the trend that literally everyone hates. I'd like to make a really, really good one. Like if I knew foam work, which reminds me, I looked it back up. Going ape costume, I've talked about how I got some really, really talented crafters in my chat, and one of them was Going Ape costume. They are very, very skilled with foam work, and I was just how do you put it? I was shocked that there was someone so skilled in my chat. And I don't mean that as like the people in my chat are unskilled, but it was just so impressive. I'm just like, why would you bother watching me when you can do something 10 times greater? Next year I'm making a Raven cosplay. Nice. That one's pretty easy because it's basically a bodysuit and a cloak. And I've done both. The cloak was only hard because I did the cloak out of Sherpa because I was trying to imitate a sheep. And the Sherpa did not want to be a cloak. I'll just say it like that. It did not want to be a cloak. Did I trim the threads on the other one? I don't feel like I trimmed the threads on the other one. Oh, okay. So when did I go off? Okay. So I was sewing this on, and it no longer hits the bias tape after a certain point. So I need to repin it and start again. And I was super confused because I was doing it and I was clipping the thing that I just finished, and I'm just like, why though? Why is that there's no bias tape here? And it's because the bias tape fell away. I'm making every piece, not buying anything but supplies. Yeah, no, but that's what I mean is that it's just a cloak and a bodysuit. So as long as you know how to make a pretty good leotard. Oh, you mean like the accessories, like her belt and stuff. Are we talking about like Teen Titans Raven? Because that's the one that I think of. That's the one that I generally think of as the Teen Titans one. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm just repinning because I completely missed the bias tape, so I have to start back again. Because I guess it didn't go all the way out, so I need to have it be a little bit closer to the edge. Yes, Teen Titans. Okay. I need to make sure that this is close enough to the crease. And I'm looking to see where I had the seam before and seeing if I can do any adjustments so that way I do not encounter that problem again. One of the other things that I'll do is that I'll use a zipper foot so that I know that I'm all the way to the edge and I have an approximation. Because the zipper foot, I think, is about 1/2 inch in width.